I'm just like, I can't do it. But it's on my list of series to read for sure. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Adrian.
The Twilight books were just awful.
Movies were less
cringeworthy. Yeah, that too.
They were less creepy. Like,
also, you could laugh.
Creepy, but he wasn't as creepy.
You could laugh at the pretentiousness of Edward.
Right. So you could make fun of the fact that it was campy and chintzy as hell.
Also, Jacob wasn't as creepy. Like, I really was weirded out when I was reading the books regarding him.
All the characters in the Twilight series are creepy.
Oh no, I felt creepy with Jacob just because of the fact he kept pursuing the way he did. Well, and the whole alpha wolf that was like that he dealt with his wife, I'm just like, I don't like this. I feel very uncomfortable with all this.
Yeah, because it basically, the only issue I have is that both depicted abusive relationships in a positive light.
Yeah, that's where I felt creepy as hell.
With Jacob in the books, he was more stalker than in the movies. He was just more the protective alpha male, while still being a little bit on the stalker side, but not like super hardcore stalker.
Yeah.
And Edward was just more like
pretentious jackass.
Yeah, and it was pretentious jackass as well as just being like, I don't know what I'm doing with myself right now. I don't know what's going on. Like
Edgy McEderson plus pretentious McDouchebag.
Like I don't see Robert Pattinson as being the worst actor in the world.
Oh no, he's actually a great actor.
He hated the fucking Twilight. He hated being in Twilight so much. Like, despised it. Everyone hated being in those movies so much. And I like that you can watch the Twilight series and it's like...
You can tell how much they're dying inside.
Disgust and distaste for what they're doing. And I think that's what makes it, like, this
it's fun.
Acting piece.
Exactly.
Versus a good movie. It's just entertaining to see actors
hate what they're doing.
Hating themselves.
Yeah, exactly, Bruce, because it was easy money for all of them. I think all of them actually admitted they did it for the simple fact it was an easy paycheck.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, Adrian. The whole thing was, like, people are all like, oh, that's just young love. And it's like, no, that's
abuse.
Relationship. That's a woman being controlled.
That's a
24/7 and being afraid of the man that she's with.
Oh, wrong way.
That's what that is.
I do not want to fight the gaping dragon again. Thank God it doesn't respawn.
Yeah, you don't have
to. Well, I went that way instead of the other way. We have dealt with that area of the game enough. We're never going there again.
Yeah.
There's like Vietnam flashbacks regarding that area.
Yeah. And I was like super bummed when I haven't watched the actual Divergent. Oh Jesus, rat.
Yeah.
You like glitched up the stairs.
I saw the first one.
I don't really want to watch it because I love the Divergent series. Oh, did you pick up that thing the rat dropped?
What thing? Oh, up there. I see it. I just noticed it. Oh, the humanity. Nice. But no, like, with Divergent, I didn't read the books because I was like, they seem like Twilight-esque. No, so I was like, I'm afraid to. I saw the movie, it wasn't terrible, but I feel if I read the book, it would have been like, you just watched the shitty adaptation of a great book.
The Divergent series is actually a very intelligently written series.
Shit, I forgot what you think.
Love it.
Yeah.
And it definitely focuses less on romance, it focuses less on love than it does on a dystopian world where you have to fit into specific criteria. And I like the societal aspect of it. But what they always do with any adaptation is love is the best thing.
Yeah.
Anything.
Because not just that, but teenagers eat that shit up. Like, cinema's main driving force is teenagers and kids.
Yeah.
So they're gonna sell what those people want.
And it sucks because it's just like,
but it's
be teaching kids more more about the way that society works than how love works. Because love is
No!
not for everyone.
Damn it, I got cursed.
Oh.
Damn it. But no, like, yeah, the reason it sucks is because...
It's not fair to have these constant depictions of what love is. Because some of them are very good.
Not just that, but also, you're underestimating these kids who think this is what's important. A lot of them actually don't think that.
No.
Like, I see more people come out and be like, I love this thing, until the love interest part came in. Look at the Avengers. Everyone's still mad at Age of Ultron for what Joss Whedon did. Like, even if you didn't see it, everyone saw on the internet how Joss Whedon fucked over a great movie with a really weird love interest side plot.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was younger,
I was a sucker for it too.
In middle school, I would say like middle school, I read like adult romance books and stuff like that. I read adult stuff when I was like between the ages of like 10 and 14. I read adult stuff. And then when all this shit started going down with like when I was like 14, 15, 16, I was like, I don't want to think about love. This is bullshit.
Yeah. As a younger teenager, I was all about romance. By the time I was 16, 17, I was like, okay, this is getting in the way of more interesting content. Exactly. Like, that's one of the reasons why a lot of my writing, the characters who are in relationships, the relationship isn't focused on because not everyone is privy to that shit.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, in my case, my books take place in a, like, fantasy war type setting. You're not going to see people going on dates.
Yeah.
That's not how it worked.
Well, that was like the thing with the Divergent series, is that, I mean, it's dystopian. I mean...
Where do you find time to date?
Right. Like, and like, that was the thing, is that they didn't really even like each other that much.
Yeah.
At all. And, like, getting through the adversity and stuff brought them closer together, which I think is a much better
Bond.
love story than, oh, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Love at first sight. Ooh, heart eyes for days. It's like, no. Going through struggle and building a bond through struggle makes a stronger bond.
Oh, God.
Like, I think that's something that a lot of people
Not just that, but it's more of a, like, over time thing anyway. They develop, like, because they grew together. They fit better because they survived the same shit, or they know something similar. They can relate to each other. Not, he's cute and she's manic.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Scott Pilgrim. Never gonna forgive that movie. Mostly because I don't like Michael Cera.
Yeah.
I just don't like him. He's the same in every movie he's in. It's just so boring.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for some romance. I'm all for some, like, you know, the
cutesy stuff.
Break from I'm all for like a cutesy happiness break from just constant shit.
But make it believable.
But make it understandable and believable, and not just like, oh, my parents have died and I'm, you know, all alone and I'm trying to make it, but oh my god, he's so cute and we stayed out last night. No.
Not just that.
Don't make it like that.
Don't remove any of the characters' agency to sell it.
Yeah. Like,
make it part of their agency. Like,
yeah, like the fact that like so many characters are changed because they fall in love, it's like, no. Like, you make them totally different people when they're with their partner, and it's like, that's not realistic.
I want to quote...
don't suddenly become a different person.
I want to quote my one gripe with Pitch Perfect was that in the beginning of the movie, I don't care about dating, I don't care about this school, I want to leave this school because I don't like it. End of movie, she gets Guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that just removed the entire message that she had in the beginning. I mean, hell, she was so adamant against her dad. I was like, yes, tell him. Piss him off. Do it. Fight back. But then, no.
Like, yeah, keep going.
And, no, at the end, she's like, oh, I got a boyfriend. I got a group of friends. I'm staying at this school. It's like, that, what? You just defeated the entire purpose? Exactly, Burskis. I agree with that entirely.
Twilight, it was like,
need more souls.
this guy scares me, and that means I'm attracted to him.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to sell to kids.
And now I have found out that he could kill me with a snap of his fingers. This arouses me.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was kind of weirded out by how much she was like into wanting to be a vampire.
Like, that was my biggest thing too. Is like, she's like, I'm willing to give up my humanity, give up my life, give up everything
for you. And I'm like,
that was the only time I liked Edward, when he was like,
no,
that.
no, you.
We're not doing that. Are you crazy, woman?
Yeah, he was like, no,
Seriously.
you do not want this, and she's like, yes, I do, and he's like, no, I've done this for hundreds of years. No, you don't.
And while he pushed off sex till marriage, you know, as part of the obviously extremely religious author, it was also written more as like, he put it off because he didn't want to hurt her. He knew that he could. And she
Would.
And yeah, that he would. And he did, and she was just like, oh no, it's fine. It's just covered in bruises, broken bed, trashed room.
Oh my
like,
god,
like,
yeah.
No.
It's like, think if you were not already bitten, dear God, you'd be dead.
Yeah. So, well, no, she hadn't been bitten when they had sex.
She hadn't been?
No, she was still human because
Oh,
they
right.
wanted her to be 18.
Right, I forgot about that.
And then she got pregnant, and it was like, oh, whoops. Well
Whoop.
then.
Womp womp. Sad,
Yeah.
sad trumpet.
And I mean, that's the only time that I feel like Edward's character started getting some type of redemption, was when he was refusing to turn her. He was wanting to wait until she was a vampire to have sex, but she was like, no, this is our honeymoon. We're going to have sex, basically.
She pressured him.
Yeah, it was like, fuck the consequences. Oh, now I'm pregnant, and he did everything he could to save his wife and his kid. That's the only time that I feel like he ever was
I still love like the deleted scene stuff where they said how when he dealt with the baby, he's like, I'm so sorry you're involved in this movie.
Yeah.
He had to whisper, I'm sorry that this is going to be your first acting career. As if the child's going to ever know.
I mean, and how awful was the name? Oh, God.
Yeah. Renesmee. Oh my god. That's worse than, like, a ship name. And I've heard a lot of bad ship names for, like, OTPs.
Yeah.
I think the worst I've heard is, like... Well, actually, it all depends on what it is. I prefer how we're doing it based on, like, traits of the characters now, not their names.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one from Star Wars is Storm Pilot, because it's Stormtrooper and an X-Wing pilot. I prefer that so much more to, like, combining parts of their names.
Yeah.
Because Storm Pilot sounds cool. It's like, oh, what is that? It's like, oh, it's two guys we think are going to hook up in the movie. What? I'm still interested, but what? It's not what I expected. Exactly. And boy, do I actually really hope they actually canonize that couple.
Yeah.
Just because it'd be the first gay couple in Star Wars and neither of them are white.
Yeah. I think that's what I also loved about, like, the whole, like, Team Edward, Team Jacob thing. I was all like, what about Team Charlie, okay?
Yeah, I want to remake the Twilight movies with just Charlie.
Charlie is amazing. Like, he was the best dad. He reminded me so much of my dad. Best dad, NA. Like,
I remember when the movie came out.
What are you doing, Bella?
I remember when
What's wrong with you?
when the movie came out, I saw his mustache. I'm like, that's exactly how I pictured him. This is perfect.
Yeah, just like bro dad.
It was the bro dad cop stash, and I'm like, this is perfect. The only casting that was like 100% flawless. His attitude, everything was just amazing. The shotgun thing when he's like, yep, bring him in. I mean, I'm totally against that kind of dadding, but still, like, that was the funniest thing in the world.
Like, I was all for, like, they did Bella's parents, like, perfectly. The other biggest gripe I had about the Twilight movies was how they made Alice
Yeah.
so unstably crazy in the movies. Because while she was unstable, she had her shit together. She'd been dealing with it for,
hundreds of years.
She was fine.
Not only that, but she also wasn't that flaky.
No, she wasn't that weird.
Her weirdness actually fit the scenario they gave her.
Yeah, and like, Jasper they did alright with.
Oh my god, I just wish they didn't make him look so, I don't know. I guess pretentious is that word?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I hoped better. I liked Jasper.
Rosalie was always like my favorite character because I identified with her a lot.
Yeah.
She was like so bitter and cynical to the world because of what had happened to her. And
justifiable.
I hate that they made her and I hate that they just made her a flat out bitch in the movies until like the last movie. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
Why?
Honestly, with like hindsight, I kind of like that she's that way because she doesn't. She's like, you know what? If you think I'm a bitch, cool, whatever. I don't care. I'm justified in being one.
Yeah.
And there's like a part of me that's like, you know what? No, you're right. She can be a bitch. I'll actually encourage that behavior of hers because they're all brushing her aside as just being bitter.
Well, they brush her aside as being bitter and like kind of like the bitter ex-girlfriend because
she was meant for Edward.
And it's like, but she fell in love anyways.
She did.
She didn't want Edward. She wanted, what was his name?
Oh shit! What was his name? Edward, Jasper, Alice. Shit.
Rosalie.
Crap! What was it?
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god! I actually forgot what I completely forgot what his name was. And he was like the jockey one.
Yes, he was.
Because like Edward was the pretentious douche. Alice was like the manic pixie girl. Jasper was the emo boy. Rosalie was the popular chick, and he was the jock. The perfect combination. Oh god, it was the Breakfast Club. Emmett, there we go.
Emmett.
I want someone to make a poster of that, like that whole, like the five of them is the Breakfast Club. That'd be hilarious. Alright. I just need 2,000 souls and I can get that goddamn curse removed.
And like they made Esme pretty good, but Carlisle was just like
he was weird. Like I will emphasize my accent on that one.
Yeah, he kind of made my head hurt.
It sucks because when I first saw him, I like vaguely thought he was the lead singer of Muse. I'm like, wait a minute, they didn't. Just for like a brief second, I was like, no way. The band wasn't that stupid. I was still surprised that the Muse let them use Supermassive Black Hole.
Yeah.
Granted, for them, they were like, hey, look, exposure. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the stream and the random talking of Twilight. Things that you don't expect to do when you come into a Dark Souls of...
It's just more of discussion about...
crap.
Yeah. Culture. Movie adaptations.
Still, though, last thing you expect to hear when you walk into a Dark Souls stream, we're talking about Twilight today, and how it wasn't as bad as all the other young adult fiction that we read as kids. It could have been worse. Nope, damn it. Hate being cursed. You could say you weren't. I mean, oh my God, Brewskis.